And we have Dr. Jonathan Sullivan, MD, PhD, with us today.
The joint is this complex organ. There is, quite simply, if you have joint disease, you should do strength training because it's only going to do you good and it's not going to do you any harm. And in fact, the phrase that kept coming up over and over again is inactivity is injury to the joint. Inactivity is injury to the cartilage matrix. Inactivity is injury to the bone, and inactivity is injury to the tendon and ligament. Yeah. So not using that structure is lethal. So if you have rheumatoid arthritis or if you have osteoarthritis, you need to be under the bar.
One of those studies said that resistance training had a better analgesic effect. And then about the forces on the knee in particular, if I remember correctly, the idea was if you stumble and catch yourself could result into 11 times body weight of force on the
joint. Yeah.
Whereas a 2.5 time body weight squat would result in an 8 times body weight.
The argument we use for kids and growth plate, that's the same argument we use with kids, right? The people will say that, well, if you have a prepubescent kid squatting, that's going to shut their growth plates down. They're not going to grow anymore. But they'll let them go out and run down the street and say that's no problem whatsoever. And that the forces on the joints are higher running down the street than a prepubescent kid could ever squat.
And with this chronic joint pain, like an osteoarthritis, people get depressed. There's an increase in suicidal ideation.
There's an affective. Okay.
It's 3X, right?
Yeah, right. Three times, the suicide rate.
That's a big deal.
It is a huge deal. So osteoarthritis is a freaking life-threatening disease, right? If you think about it that way.